Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its mission? To explore strange new worlds, to discover new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Vengeance.
Welcome back, more Star Trek.
Captain's log. We are arriving at the last known position of the USS Republic, which reported that it was under attack 12 hours ago.
Captain, the ship's sensors have picked up what appears to be a starship. Minimal life support, minimal engine power, and only 2 life forms, one on the bridge, the other in sickbay. Both appear to be gravely injured. It is the Republic.
Republic, that's the ship that we did a mock battle with in the first episode.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the con.
I am preparing an information packet for Starfleet. Shall I send it or wait for you to return?
Send it now. If a hostile ship arrives, head immediately for Starbase 24. Wait until we get back. No sense giving Starfleet incomplete information. If anyone else arrives, beam us aboard and raise shields immediately.
The first one sounds like the smart choice.
Send it now. If a hostile ship arrives, head immediately for Starbase 24.
Oh boy.
My God, Jim, what kind of butcher would do something like this?
I don't know, Bones. We're too far from the Klingon and Romulan borders for it to be one of their ships.
Enterprise to Captain Kirk.
Kirk here. What is it, Scotty?
We picked up a distress signal. It appears a trading vessel is having a wee bit of trouble with her warp drive. What condition is the Republic in?
It's a mess, Scotty. Life support's functioning, but that's about it.
I've done a primary scan of the Republic's systems. Main and auxiliary power is out. Life support is stable. I also read that communications are operable.
Should we beam you back, Captain?
Do the sensors read any other ships in the sector?
Besides the trade vessel, this sector is clear, sir.
Mr. Scott, we will continue here. Assist the trade ship and return here. If we need assistance, we'll contact you.
You sure you'll be all right, Captain?
Yes, Scotty, just don't take too long. Kirk out. Well, gentlemen, let's see if we can re-establish power.
Jim, don't forget, there's another survivor on board. We've got to find him. We're too late. This man must have died just a few moments ago.
Can you bring him back?
No.
Punctured lung, nerve damage, brain damage, fractured arm and ribs. It's a miracle he lasted as long as he did. He's not coming back, Jim.
Ooh, boy. Can you do anything with this?
Captain, records indicate that this ship was attacked by a Constitution-class starship.
Any idea of which one it was?
I am reading a record of a transponder signal, NCC 1701. It's the Enterprise, Captain.
Someone must have tampered with the computer records.
May I remind you, Doctor, that the main computer of a Constitution-class starship has safeguards against such an intrusion. Furthermore, I do not see any discrepancies in any of the files that I am able to access.
I mean, we had a mock battle way back in episode 1, but I don't think that's what this is.
Here is the body of Captain Patterson of the Republic. He didn't die without a fight. This person is dead. A common tritanium duranium support beam which has snapped away from the hull. The support beam is still attached to the hull.
Okay, so we can't do anything with that. Is there anything else we can do here?
They're dead, Jim. All of them.
Okay, I don't think we can do anything else here. Oh, this is cool. Not had anything like this. Okay, so we're the turbo lift. Okay, so we can't access the top screen. I see. Okay, so what do we have? The bridge, auxiliary control, transporter room, weapons bay, sick bay, engineering. Let's go to... For the bridge, let's go to auxiliary control first. No, sick bay. There's somebody there.
I wish I were a poet. I wish I had the words to match how this makes me feel. These people were Starfleet officers giving their lives to explore the cosmos. I wish I knew some eulogy that did them justice.
Is this him?
He's dead, Jim.
No.
There is a twisted mess of wire and metal falling from the gaping hole in the ceiling. It is blocking access to Turbolift 2.
The debris appears quite unstable. Any disturbances may trigger an avalanche of debris to fall.
Okay. Oh. Let's pick these up.
You pick up the empty hypodermic injector. You retrieve the medical drill.
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there. I can't believe it. That's Brittany Murata. I knew her from my academy days. We studied alien history together.
She's suffering from severe trauma and internal bleeding. I'll see what I can do.
Do what you can, Bones. I need to find out what happened here.
She's in bad shape, Jim. I've tried to stabilize her, but it doesn't look good.
No, you won't get us.
Murata, what happened?
They said it was the Enterprise. They had visual confirmation.
What about the Enterprise?
You killed us, Jim. We were friends for you. I trusted you.
It wasn't the Enterprise, Murata.
There's nothing more I can do.
You always hope the instruments are wrong, that you'll find someone alive.
There's nothing more I can do for her, Jim.
Oh boy, this is heavy.
He's dead, Jim. I can't bring him back.
All right.
Well, gentlemen, let's see if we can re-establish power.
Oh boy. Oh boy. So that leads us to turbo lift. I think we need to get in there somehow, but what did we end up getting? Let's check out the auxiliary control a second. We haven't been there yet.
The Starfleet engineers did their work well, Captain. A surprising amount of the ship is intact.
Too bad you can't say the same for the crew.
No need to remind us.
Readings of the door indicate a jam in the gear mechanism. The vent is far too small for any one of us to fit through. It is also blocked 0.3 meters inside the duct. Tricorder indicates that the panel is currently sealed by Federation standard molecular bonding cement.
We picked up a molecular saw, though.
The drill easily breaks through the seal of the panel.
Let's just not walk over near this thing. That looks dangerous.
The panel opens easily.
What do we got here?
A knot of debris is jamming the gear mechanism. The debris is jammed in too tight.
Okay, so we need something else. What's this?
You retrieve the molecular saw.
So we have a couple of these then.
The drill is not powerful enough to cut through the debris. The saw is too bulky to reach the jammed debris.
Okay, so we just need something else still.
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there. There is nothing at the moment for me to do there.
Nah, he's dead anyway. Okay. Oh, maybe with some of the saws, there's this beam here. Maybe we can use this to cut it free from the hull.
The molecular saw easily cuts through the beam, separating it from the hull. You pick up the beam. It's a little heavy, but you manage it.
Oh, it's nice for it to automatically pick it up for me, so I don't have to do it. Okay, so maybe we can use the beam for some support over here.
The debris is blocking the turbolift doors. There is far too much debris to be cleared by hand.
Okay. Then let us...
The ceiling appears stable. We should now be able to use Turbolift 2, Captain.
Wonderful. What else do we have here? This looks like a thing.
This is a length of heavy-duty insulated power cable.
Well, let's get that.
You've taken the cable.
Wonderful. All right. That gives us, okay, access to transporter room, weapons bay, and engineering. Let's see. Gotta get power back. So, I guess engineering.
Captain, I'm picking up a functioning energy source in the immediate vicinity. Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report, Captain. I'm picking up a high-energy power source somewhere under the debris. I recommend caution, Captain. Nothing to report.
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there.
You fail to obtain anything.
Captain, this is the fusion mixture regulator for the impulse engines. There is currently no power running to it. I fail to see the lot. Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to
Okay,
report,
so this is all the
Captain.
same thing.
This is an engineering circuit junction box. It is used for temporary rerouting of power. Without using one of these devices set to the proper impedance, an overload can occur.
We have a cable.
You connect a length of cable between the regulator circuits in the junction box.
It is illogical to use this machine before we have something connected to it.
Okay, we probably need both connected then. Okay.
I fail to see the lot.
Oh, gosh.
The closet opens, revealing a library of engineering technical journals.
All right.
You take the engineering technical journals.
What's this?
This is a canister of high-grade multipurpose oil, very useful for lubricating machinery. The oil canister is bolted to the hull and can't be taken.
Oh, but we do have this. Can we take some out of there? Yes, we
The
can.
hypo is now filled with multipurpose oil.
I'm not sure what we're going to use that for yet. I'm not sure how to clear this away, to be completely honest.
Nothing happens.
Oh my God, Jim, is that what I think it is?
Yes, Doctor. It is a portable fusion power pack.
A few centimeters lower with that phaser and half this section would be history, not to mention us.
Actually, Doctor, 3.2 centimeters. And based on our proximity to the explosion and the angle of the beam.
Thank you, Spock. I think we get the point.
All right, well, let's pick it up. I'm actually surprised it didn't blow us up.
You pick up the portable fusion power pack.
We need more cables, I think, before we can do anything else here. We have not yet been to the transporter room. What do you know? There's a cable right here.
You pick up a length of cable.
I do not see the need for conversation, Captain. Humans have an irrational enjoyment of endless discourse.
A large piece of equipment has fallen through the ceiling. The area looks extremely unstable. Fortunately, the entry to the transporter room is near.
All right, let's just head in then.
The impulse engines are not generating any power for this system.
These are the power conduits for the transporter system.
I fail to see the logic in that action, Captain.
Well, let's go get our power. Working back in engineering.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Whew.
You connect a length of cable between the impulse engine and the junction box.
Please select an impedance.
Spock?
Captain, the wrong setting on this particular device may cause the fusion reactors to melt down. We will have to do some research to determine the correct setting.
Oh, but we have those research journals. How can we,
Nothing happens.
Or not research journals, maintenance. We need to find a spot to play them. The bridge is smashed. Could probably do that auxiliary control. We haven't been to weapons bay yet.
Turbo lift access is blocked by an extremely high radiation level.
Okay. So we probably need the transporter room to get there.
This turbo lift cannot reach that area of the ship.
Oh, okay, right. Go to sickbay first. Then we can go. Yeah. So my thinking is we could probably use the oil.
The oil seeps into and loosens the debris. The gears are completely cleared of debris.
Wonderful. Does that mean we can go in then? Door open. Success. Yeah.
What a mess. I wonder what we can do to fix this. Spock, what is the situation with the impulse engines?
There is currently no power to be allocated from the engines.
These are the auxiliary helm and navigation controls for the Republic. Though they are intact, the ship is in no condition to move under her own power.
Mr. Spock, what is the status of the ship's computer?
There is extensive damage to the main processing unit of the ship's computer. It will take several days at a starbase to repair.
We don't have several days, Mr. Spock.
Unless we can find a suitable computational alternative, there will be no way to control the ship's systems.
That's just great, Spock. We don't exactly carry an M5 computer in our inventory.
Correct, Doctor. However, there may be another alternative. Linked tricorders, along with the circuits in the data reader, should have the processing power necessary to control a single starship system.
Thank goodness for parallel processing. I don't know what computers could do without it.
We were doing everything with our tricorders in this game, it seems.
This input-output slot for the record decks is still functional, Captain.
We can... listen to these here.
Captain, I have examined the engineering journals. According to Chapter 18, we can run...
Jim, do we really need a lesson in starship engineering?
Spock, just tell me if they will help.
Why, yes, Captain.
Okay, is there anything else we can do here? Interacted with that.
These are Federation standard record decks.
It's like an Easter egg or something to me.
You take the record decks.
Oh, okay. That would be these ones, I think.
Captain's log. Stardate 6087.6. The Republic is currently approaching the Vardane system. Sensors have detected unusual energy fluctuations near one of the Vardanian moons. Starfleet has ordered us to investigate.
Vardane. That's, that system came up in an earlier episode when we were looking up into the Elasi, I think. Okay.
Captain's log. Stardate 6087.8. We are under attack by 2 unidentified ships. I don't know how they could have approached undetected. They must have some kind of cloaking device, although there are no reports of Romulans in this sector. Captain's log. Stardate 6088.1. We have successfully driven off our assailants. Major damage has been sustained by our warp engines. Communications has reported that USS Enterprise is in sector. I requested Mr. Scott's assistance in repairing damage to the Republic. With luck, we will be fully operational in a couple of days.
But that's not us. Is this alternate reality stuff coming in? I'm not sure.
Captain's log. Stardate 6088.5. First Officer Andrade commanding. The Enterprise has inexplicably opened fire upon us. Captain Patterson has been mortally wounded. We have sustained major damage to all systems. Impulse power is out. We cannot understand why.
There are no more log decks, Captain.
Okay. Well, let's get those engines working. Alright, we need to go to sickbay first. That's right. Okay.
Please select an impedance.
Spock?
Captain, the information obtained from the engineering journals indicates the correct impedance setting to be 19,000 ohms.
Go ahead and adjust the settings, Spock.
Power has now been restored, Captain.
Cool. Let us go then. Back to the bridge. Or auxiliary control, yeah.
These are the auxiliary helm and navigation controls for the Republic.
We don't need that. Back over here then.
Spock, what is the situation with the impulse engines?
The main computer is too badly damaged to actively control the power circuits.
Okay, so this is where we go and put our tricorders here. I see.
Spock crudely attaches the science tricorder to the computer console.
Alright, and now the medical tricorder. Let's hope we don't need him anymore.
Spock crudely attaches the medical tricorder to the computer console.
Both tricorders are rigged into the main computer's central processing unit. We now have enough computational power to control a single ship's system.
Cool. Then let us... What?
Captain, look! An Alassi ship!
That ship was cloaked.
Fascinating.
Is that all you can say?
Captain, I suggest we try to raise the shields.
I was just wondering the same thing.
With impulse power online and the tricorders performing computer control, I can divert power to...
Weapons. Shields.
Shields are up, sir.
Alright.
Captain, we are being hailed by the Alassi captain.
Put it on screen, Spock.
Well, if it isn't Captain Kirk. Fancy meeting you out here all alone in such a shabby starship.
What do you want?
You should be more civil, considering your Enterprise is far away on a mercy mission helping that poor traitor.
It was a setup?
I can see why they made you Captain.
I assume since you haven't blasted us to bits, you want something.
Why, yes I do. It seems you failed to give one of my associates some rather important information.
The Masada, I presume. You want the locations of all your imprisoned comrades?
Yes, Kirk. The Republic's computers will have the data just as your Enterprise would. I give you 1 minute to comply.
Just try and get it. You can't threaten me.
We're connecting all of the previous missions to this, it seems.
It will take time. The controls are smashed and the main computer's badly damaged. It will take hours to get power to the computer banks.
That sounds like the best choice.
Just try and get it.
Yeah.
It will take time. The controls are smashed and the main computer's badly damaged. It will take hours to get power to the computer banks.
Maybe I should just pump a few torpedoes into your shields and check it out for myself.
The Republic will fall apart if you fire on us. Then you'll never get the data.
All right, Kirk. We'll do it your way. I would rather not kill you. Besides, as an old friend that wants to meet you, I give you 30 minutes. And remember, no tricks.
Captain, the main computer is far beyond.
Shut up, Spock.
30 minutes then. Kirk out.
An old friend.
Mr. Spock, what is the status of the ship's computer?
The tricorders are currently operating at 12.69% less than normal computing efficiency.
Could we... Hail Alassi, Hail Enterprise.
They are jamming all frequencies, Captain. We will not be able to contact the Enterprise.
Well, we can't give them what they want. Can we shoot them instead? Can we... What else can we do?
With impulse power online and the tricorders performing computer control, I can divert power to...
Weapons.
Here's the transporter.
Shield. Transporter circuits. Shield. Weapons. Transporter circuits.
Captain, the Alassi can surely detect the lowering of our shields. They will undoubtedly try to board us if we lower them.
Spock, what about the fusion power pack? Could we use it to power the transporter?
I believe so, Captain. It would require a connection to the transporter circuits in the main control console.
Yeah, okay. So if we can power the transporters that way, we can then get ourselves into the weapons bay. Okay. So what? Oh, this here.
Captain, there is no power allocated to the transporter.
But they have the power pack that we can stick over there on the circuits.
Spock, would it be possible to connect the fusion power pack directly into the transporter power circuits?
Fascinating. It can be done. However, the transporter will only be able to transport a single person.
Do it, Spock. Spock, please check out the transporter.
This unit is fully functional, but I do not see the logic in using it at this time, Captain. The Enterprise is out of range for transport. Captain, there are no coordinates set for the transporter.
All right, so this game's a little bit broken. Yeah, we got stuck and was completely unable to do anything until the Alassi ship blew us up. But that took a very long time, so I just cut all that out. And I couldn't get anything to work, so I eventually just had to go and look up a walkthrough to figure out how the heck you do this. And apparently, this whole entire game, we're kind of given the idea that, you know, Spock gives us good advice. We should do what Spock says, and things work out great. But, you know, this one case here, we just got to say, screw you, Spock, we're going to do something else. When we get the computer all hooked up with the tricorders and everything's working again, the Alassi ship decloaks, Spock's like, hey, we should raise our shields. You're supposed to go, screw that, let's arm the weapons and try and fire torpedoes at this thing. And we failed to do that and learn, hey, there's a jam and there's stuff broken, which I think we kind of knew that already because there's a giant freaking radiation leak keeping us from going to the weapons room. But, you know, whatever, we gotta do this in the very precise set of order things or variables don't get triggered appropriately and the game's just broken. So, you know, here we go. We're gonna go hook up our tricorders.
Spock crudely attaches the science tricorder to the computer console.
And then once we get the other tricorder hooked up, we're gonna try and raise or arm weapons.
Spock crudely attaches the medical tricorder to the computer console.
Both tricorders are rigged into the main computer's central processing unit. We now have enough computational power to control a single ship's system.
Captain, look! An Alassi ship!
That ship was cloaked.
Fascinating.
Is that all you can say?
Captain, I suggest we try to raise the shields.
You know, I completely agree with you, Spock, but we're gonna arm weapons instead.
With impulse power online and the tricorders performing computer control, I can divert power to...
Weapons.
Power allocated to weapons systems, Captain.
Captain, I suggest we try to raise the shields.
Again, need to do something else.
Mr. Spock, what is the condition of the fire control system?
Weapons control is functioning properly. However, there appears to be a jam in the primary loading mechanism. Captain, the torpedo loading system is malfunctioning. To clear it, we will have to physically examine the mechanism. Currently, all turbolift access to the torpedo bay is blocked by a hull breach. It is imperative that we get the weapons online.
Okay, now that we have that one piece of dialogue that happened, let's turn the shields back on.
With impulse power online and the tricorders performing computer control, I can divert power to...
Weapons. Shields.
Shields are up, sir.
There we go.
Captain, we are being hailed by the Alassi captain.
Put it on screen, Spock.
Well, if it isn't Captain Kirk. Fancy meeting you out here all alone in such a shabby starship.
What do you want?
You should be more civil, considering your Enterprise is far away on a mercy mission helping that poor traitor.
It was a setup?
I can see why they made you Captain.
I assume since you haven't blasted us to bits, you want something.
Why, yes I do. It seems you failed to give one of my associates some rather important information.
The Masada, I presume. You want the locations of all your imprisoned comrades?
Yes, Kirk. The Republic's computers will have the data just as your Enterprise would. I give you 1 minute to comply.
Just try and get it. You can't threaten me. It will take time. The controls are smashed and the main computer's badly damaged. It will take hours to get power to the computer banks.
Maybe I should just pump a few torpedoes into your shields and check it out for myself.
The Republic will fall apart if you fire on us. Then you'll never get the data.
All right, Kirk. We'll do it your way. I would rather not kill you. Besides, as an old friend that wants to meet you, I give you 30 minutes. And remember, no tricks.
Captain, the main computer is far beyond.
Shut up, Spock.
30 minutes then. Kirk out.
Okay, now that we've had that whole thing go on, we can now go to the transporter. Ba-bum. And basically do everything we already did, but this time it'll work. All right, we don't have our tricorders anymore.
Spock, please check out the transporter.
Captain, there is no power allocated to the transporter.
Okay, now we hook up power.
Spock, would it be possible to connect the fusion power pack directly into the transporter power circuits?
Fascinating. It can be done. However, the transporter will only be able to transport a single person.
Do it, Spock.
All right, so now
Transporter systems are operational, Captain. Coordinates have been set to the photon torpedo loading bay.
Awesome, it's working.
Ensign Keege, I want you to beam into the torpedo bay and unjam the loading mechanism. If you don't succeed, we'll all be on permanent shore leave in an Alassi jail.
I'll do my best, sir.
Cool.
Do it, Spock.
I've reached the torpedo loading bay, Captain. It's not too badly damaged, fortunately.
What's causing the malfunction in the loading mechanism?
The inner loading door is stuck in a closed position. Now, I can force it open, but when the loading cycle has begun, the room will lose pressure. We won't be able to beam back here again.
Do it, Ensign. We'll just have to gamble that the system doesn't jam again.
The door's open, Captain. I'm ready to transport back.
Beam him back, Spock.
Sweet.
A very efficient job, Captain.
I agree.
I did good, didn't I, sir?
No, you did well, Ensign.
I'm a security officer, not a grammarian.
Now let's give the Alassi something to remember us by.
All right. Here we go. Let's give him a call.
Well, Captain Kirk, I trust you and your valiant crew have retrieved the data I requested.
Not yet. We're having trouble accessing all the data files. Yes, we have. You'll have to beam over and get it, though. The computer's subspace transmitter is out.
Yeah, I like that option.
Not yet. Yes, we have. You'll have to beam over and get it, though. The computer's subspace transmitter is out.
How convenient, Kirk. We'll beam over, but no tricks. My sensors read that only your shields have power. Lower them now.
We'll comply. Kirk out.
All right, so let us put power to our weapons.
With impulse power online and the tricorders performing computer control, I can divert power to
Weapons. Shields. Weapons.
Power allocated to weapons systems, Captain.
Sensors indicate that the Alassi ship has lowered its shields. I suggest we prepare you a surprise soon, Captain. They will beam over any moment.
Right there. Oh, that's beautiful.
Kirk, I should have known you'd try something underhanded like this. Weapons Master, fire all weapons on the Republic!
We can't, Captain. All weapon systems offline. Captain, the Enterprise is coming on high-speed approach.
Activate cloaking device. Kirk, until we meet again.
Eat it.
Not too soon, I hope.
Watch yourself, Captain. It may be sooner than you realize.
Enterprise to Captain Kirk. Are you safe, sir?
We're fine, Lieutenant.
Sir, we picked up another ship nearby, and we came as fast as we could. It appeared to cloak. Were you attacked by Romulans?
No, Ensign. It looks like the Alassi have been doing some business with him. Scotty, beam us back. We need to find that ship that attacked the Republic.
Aye, Captain.
Sweet. Moving on.
Captain's log, stardate 6089.6. We are in pursuit of the starship that destroyed the Republic. Its trail is leading us to the planet Vardane, a member of the Federation whose motives have not always matched the high ideals of other Federation cultures.
Captain, I did not expect to hear you judge an entire culture. I understand the Republic.
I had bad experiences with the Vardane long ago, Mr. Spock.
Fascinating. Captain, I am reading a Constitution-class starship heading for Vardane at warp factor 5.
Captain, its transponder codes match ours.
Sensors indicate it is an exact duplicate of the Enterprise, including hull markings.
Open hailing frequencies. Increase to warp factor 8. Send a message to Starfleet. Open hailing frequencies.
Captain Kirk, this is the Enterprise 2. I am Dr. Ayaz Burdell of the Verdane Defense Force. You do remember me, don't you, Captain?
I remember you. 10 years ago, when I was on the Farragut, we exposed your unethical practices to the Vardane Council.
The old Verdane Council. Politics is such a fickle business. The new one is much less concerned with trivial concerns. I remember your part in my disgrace, which is why when we began to construct our own Constitution-class ships, I insisted that we have our own Enterprise.
How did you manage to build a Constitution-class ship? You have 10 seconds to lower your shields and power down your weapons, or we will fire. You won't get away with this. The Vardane can't honestly expect to take on the entire Federation. How did you manage to build a Constitution-class ship?
Sure, let's go with that.
Our intelligence network is better than yours, Captain. How else does one gather secret information?
You are a member of the Federation. You have signed Federation treaties.
And we shall break them. The Federation's interference in our internal affairs is intolerable.
You must have been building that ship long before the Turgan crisis.
Captain, all wars require justification. They aren't supposed to be fun. You have your justification and I have mine. Don't take diplomacy so seriously. However, Captain, I do intend to enjoy myself. I do intend to enjoy seeing Lieutenant Kirk's ship go up in flames. I shall laugh at the sight.
We'll see who gets the last laugh, Bridell. I'm sure you would. You're a fool, Bridell. You can't defeat a trained Federation crew unless you ambush them. We'll see who gets the last laugh, Bridell.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I have noted that the Federation enjoys talking, Captain. You may talk yourself to your grave.
Oh, boy.
Prepare to be destroyed.
Arming weapons.
Raising shields.
Aye, sir.
All right, let's get on this guy.
There are several Elassie ships closing rapidly along with our swim. It seems Bridell has called up reinforcements.
No, we gotta give him a beating before we can... 3 ships? Oh, boy. Come on. Get it back over here.
Aye, sir. Aye, sir. Our weapons are offline.
Oh, crap.
Shields are falling. Our weapons are offline. Shields are falling.
Oh, God, we're destroyed.
The Enterprise has been disloaded previously.
Shields are falling. Our weapons are offline.
The Enterprise has been destroyed. Load a previously saved. The Enterprise has loaded previously saved game. Restart quick the game.
Jesus Christ.